Let's see how fast you can play it without losing the synchronization, okay? Without it getting sloppy. Now, in terms of the lick itself, where do you feel like it's, when you speed it up and you feel like you're going to lose it, where do you think it breaks down? What point?
It feels like I start losing it when I'm sweeping down, so that part right there.
That's the easiest part of the whole thing. That's the easiest part of that entire lick, right? Because it's a sweep. There's nothing easier than sweep picking, right?
True, yeah.
Okay, so what could be happening here, we'll have to analyze this a little more carefully, is when you have the alternate picking motions and there's any jumping over strings, this is the hard part, all right? And then your hand is having to move a lot and quickly, right, in awkward positions. When you're sweeping, your hand in the pick moves with the least amount of effort and the maximum amount of efficiency possible. So imagine this. Imagine that you're running really fast, okay? And then a green light comes on, and you have to walk. Immediately, walk. Well, there's that period, that transition period between when you're running, and you got all this momentum as you're running fast, and then now you need to walk, but you stumble for a first few steps, right? Because you can't instantly change your speed. That's kind of what might be happening here. Your hand is having to do so much work, your picking hand, to jump those strings and do the alternate picking motions, that when time you get to the sweeping, it's so efficient that your picking, I suspect, and we'll find out here in a minute, that your pick is outrunning your left hand. It's getting to the strings before your left hand is there because it's used to moving fast, and all of a sudden now it's just got this nice, slow, or relatively slow sweep motion. There's one other spot that I noticed in the right hand, which, can you play the whole thing slowly again? Real slow? Okay, now play it a little faster. Okay. Play just the string skipping part, where you go from the second string to the fourth string, those notes in there.
Yeah.
Do it again, slower. Again. Okay, without the sweep part now, just the first note of the sweep. Okay, isolate that now. Again. Make like a repeating little thing out of that.
So like a...
Because this is the most difficult part for the right hand. Other than controlling the speed of the sweep to slow down the right hand, that's the hardest part, right? Is that thing. I think that's what you need to also watch out for, because it can get sloppy in there too. And that's the part that occurs. It occurs in the worst possible moment, because all of the string skipping is forcing your hand to move really fast, because you got to cover these big distances without touching the strings. So you're having to jump over strings, and then you got that super easy sweep. So you got to really slam the brakes after going fast here. Slam the brakes on the sweep. So those two in combination couldn't be worse positioned, because you got your maximum speed and your slowest speed in the right hand happening right next to each other. So that's what you have to isolate. That by itself, and then that with the sweep, and work on controlling that speed.